Yo, I came in with the goal to make one of the tightest tracks I've ever heard in less than an hour, and I ended up with this. Check this out. Wah. Oh, wait for this. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, let me take you back to the beginning where it all began, because it started with nothing. All right, so we got a simple beat here on the Digitact, and with this setup, I've been relying on the modular to be my bass line, and that's usually the first kind of element that I add, because it could kind of be so random, and I start adding sounds to the pattern that it creates, and it's a fun way to kind of play the machine as it tries to play you. So you can see here we got it in C minor, and let me go ahead and turn this up. External source. Oh yeah, that is ugly. So I'm gonna just turn this up. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, that was insane. We're gonna pitch this down a little. Alrighty, that is super sick, but I want it resetting a little sooner. So I'm gonna go to track D, and we're gonna set a reset here, and then track C is also a reset, and so is B. So another thing I really like about this setup is that it forces me to commit things to audio. So for example, this bass line here, if I wanted to like then jam and do something else on top, and then rely on skip back, it's gonna track, or skip back's gonna be recording everything, the bass line and this. So like if we jump over to this last little bit here, right? So I need to grab this bass line first before I start adding stuff here. So it's just a way to kind of force yourself to commit. So we're gonna grab that, we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna set this record start to play, and we're gonna record, we'll just do 2 bars. Arm it, press play. And all we're doing is grabbing this. And that's it. So, right, I'm just gonna call it whatever. And usually I put my basses on 10. And that was 2 bars, 32 steps. We'll go to track 10, and I'm gonna set this to 32, the whole pattern, put a step on step 1, turn our hold time up to 32. There it is. And then turn this down. Turn our metronome off. All right, so now we have this going, and this is in C minor. There's a couple things we can do here. If I wanted to figure out a chord to this, like a C minor 9 or a C minor 7, in the same method that I do in the video that I talked about like a week or 2 ago, link down below. It's a really fun video figuring out how to figure out chords easily. Basically, if I want to make the minor, I'm going to put 2 steps between me, and then I want to put 3 steps between this next one. But here's the secret. Instead of playing this, our root note, I'm going to move it down 1, 2, and then play our root in the bass. This is a minor, right? Minor 7, C minor 7. If I want to make it major, I just move this stuff up. But I don't want that. I like this. And I actually like maybe this sound more. And if I wanted to make this a minor 9, I'll add this one here too. Ooh. I'm so down with this. But what I really want to do is I have this really deep pad here on the 3rd wave, and I want to play that same chord. That's cool. And you know what? We're just going to skip the SP, and we're going to go straight to here. Actually, you know what we're going to do on the SP? We're going to run it through a little tape sim. Cool. Let's go here. Yeah, that's cool. So we're going to get rid of this sample. All right, that's good. So our threshold's set. We're going to set this to threshold, arm it, and we're going to play this in real fast. Cool. So now we're on 9. We're going to keyboard mode. And then we're going to do a little chorus, some reverb. Cool. You know, it's so funny. Now that I hear this together, it almost sounds a little dorky. and not in a good way. So let's go ahead and set this to C minor. And I'm going to mute our bass for now. Oh, that is sick. Okay, so we're going to do this from the top. Here we go. Quantize that, metronome off. All right, now that this is in, let's try and get a bass line going with this. I know what notes we play. And the cool thing here is I can turn this up. And let me turn this off real quick. And I can see what notes just don't work. Oh, I also have shift coming on in here, which is throwing everything off. If I put this here. Yeah, I'm down with that. We're gonna get rid of this, set this back to play, arm it, threshold doesn't really matter right now. We want to record just 32 steps of this, which is fine, and then go to our metronome, boom. Oops, my bad, we don't need the metronome count in right now. And now that we're here, record start, okay, cool, press play. Sweet, that's in. We're gonna lock that in. We're gonna just call it record 13. Now I'm gonna put that on the bass instead, and that's gonna replace our old bass sample, which was not working with this. Now, there it is. Now in track 2, we're gonna have our clap, but I'm gonna turn this all the way down and just gonna bring it up by ear because I want it way, way, way in the background. Let's see where this is. That's cool. We're gonna set this to on these two, I want its trigger to be a lower velocity. And then overall, I want the volume to be down. Reverb. All right, cool. Now we're good to go. That was in there. It's in there. It has to be. You know, it's so funny. I've been finding out that my gain staging is all sorts of way off because here I can truncate this, right? And you can see how quiet our volume is, but if I normalize it, it's gonna like be super huge on the waveform. This is something I need to deal with later, but whatever. Boom, arm it, threshold, and we're just gonna press play. Now I'm just grabbing this whole sample, and I've been having a lot of fun just like playing weird stuff in, and then just like throwing it into the sequence and just seeing where it falls. Because this is just such a human, weird exploration, right? And here's the other thing. So you heard there, it was kind of popping and doing some weird stuff. Watch, it's right here. That's because, again, this weird gain staging thing, I have my, what the hell is it called? Skip back, loop back, skip back, set so that the threshold needs to be hit. And because my gain staging is so quiet, sometimes I'm playing this so softly that it's actually not triggering that threshold. So it's jumping, but it's kind of cool. Now let's make it 128 steps. And then on this step here, we're gonna get rid of this. Oh, of course, our reset needs to be set to 128 as well. Actually, let's just set it to 256 while we're here. And again, we need to set this to say, hold it for 128 steps. A little delay. Now, what's fun is I can go in here and remove some of that initial starting. Yeah, we'll start it there instead. Let's see how this works. Here it goes. You can hear it's like a little early. We're gonna just jump it back a little bit. Now, for our compressor, wait. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna turn our threshold all the way up. Makeup gain down. All right, let's get this pumping. What this really needs is track 9, the bass is way too heavy, so we're gonna shave some of that off. Track 10, same thing with the bass. Track 11, bass is already gone. Now track 1, if we go, you can see we have a cleaner movement here now. Track 1 is our kick, and we can make this super insanely crazy, especially if we jump this. And that's gonna really just squash everything. But we don't really always like that, right? Yeah, it's fighting itself a lot. That's because this is just resonating way too hard. But now we have something going on here. We can mix in some of the dry. And get some of that pump. Now I'm gonna go to our CP, which is like the regular piano sound. And of course, turn this back on. Reverb, little phaser on here. Oh, you know I am a sucker for that. So we're gonna arm this. And we're just gonna record, oh boy, arm it. Cool. Awesome, save that, we're gonna save that onto 12. There it is. And on 12, we're gonna go ahead and mute that. Arm 12. And we're gonna put a step here, and we're gonna say, hold mid down, baby, for 64 steps. Bring it in. Lower its volume. Pass it a bit, and then we're gonna go. That's cool. Modulate that. Multi-mode frequency. Really slowly. Okay, this is cool, but we need to boost this up a bit, right? So we're gonna copy this pattern real fast, paste it onto 6, go to 6, open up track 4, and it's gonna take a sec, so I'm gonna just go ahead a little faster. Now that we're on 6, actually, we need to go track 4. We're just gonna put these on. And then we're gonna open that volume up a little. There it is. All right, track 8. Open that up. Yes, please. Yo, this is sick. I told you, we're gonna make something sick, right? I appreciate you, my friend. Hope to see you again next week. Happy New Year. Until then, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge.